Motorweek, television's automotive magazine. Your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. You know, most of the cars that we test here at Motorweek are what we call production cars. Vehicles made in large numbers, sometimes in the millions over a model's lifetime, in a big sophisticated factory. But occasionally we come across something a bit different. This time it's a limited production car that reaches back to the golden age of sports cars, a time when Cadillac and Chrysler meant street performance and Allred meant racing. Especially the J2X, the rarest and raciest Allred of all. Although only 83 were imported to the U.S., they terrorized racing circuits from Bridgehampton to Golden Gate Park in the early 1950s. Original J2Xs, like this one, fetch six-figure prices today, but there's a far less costly way to enjoy that classic wind-in-the-hair performance. And that's with these cars, replicas of J2X Allreds produced by Hardy Motors of Visalia, California. We were able to sample two of them during a recent trip to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Neil Hardy's fiberglass J2X replicas are so exact in appearance that they're welcome to join both the Worldwide Allred Owners Club and the U.S.-based Allred Register. That exactness starts with original Allred badges, front and rear, and these original style racing windshields. 3 scoop-type vents on either side of the hood, and real leather straps to both secure and open the bulging hood. But instead of revealing an early Cadillac overhead valve or Chrysler Hemi V8, this key and a starter button bring to life a 350 cubic inch, that's 5.7 liters in today's terms, Chevrolet V8. Although Hardy Motors will install any engine you desire as long as it fits. The Chevy V8 delivers 290 horsepower and 285 pound-feet of torque, thanks to a Holley carburetor and Edelbrock Performance aluminum manifold. A chrome dress-up kit is also part of the package. Chrome also covers these functional side exhaust pipes, and they help the retro Allred sound great. Power delivery is through GM's Turbo Hydromatic 350 transmission. 4- and 5-speed manuals are optional. Our automatic-equipped cars work flawlessly as we put them through their paces on Charlotte's infield road course. Twin torsion beams with coilover shock absorbers and a heavy-duty sway bar make Hardy Motors Allreds handle far better than the original J2Xs, whose front suspension was a very twitchy split-beam axle. Out back, there's a GM 10-bolt rear end with coil springs and gas shocks. Connecting it all to the pavement are tall but narrow 15-inch 75 series tires, mounted on these handsome Dayton wire wheels with knockoff hubs. All comes together to produce a fairly stable, secure ride, even on the patched portions of Charlotte's 24-degree high bank turns. And while we didn't push either Allred too hard on the high banks, on the road course, the performance that 290 horsepower gives a 2,050-pound car was a delight to experience. Putting the brakes on that power are modern 10-inch vented disc in front and 10-inch drums at the rear. We found them extremely competent. The one-piece hand-laid fiberglass bodies perfectly capture the unusual shape of the original Allred J2X, and there's no missing the full-size spare. Original Allreds didn't have trunks, but Hardy Motors added one to provide some welcome storage space. In profile, the J2X reveals how low and sleek it is. The low-cut doors have no external handles, and we love the cycle fenders. The cockpit is small and sparse. No modern luxury touches have been added. The 16-inch 4-spoke banjo-style steering wheel is British sports car upright. The driver faces it and a full set of VDO gauges except for the speedometer, which faces the passenger. Standard dash material is plain aluminum. Engine turned is optional. Hardy Motors Allred J2X replicas are available in basic kit form for $9,550. A deluxe kit is $13,500, or as a rolling chassis for $19,900. A complete turnkey version is $36,400, or about 15% of what a real J2X would cost if you could find one. For our money, such fender flapping performance and open-air fun is well worth it, retro or not. Today's clean air